Yeah, if you're old enough, you'll remember that commercial that was on national TV for years. This is not your father's Oldsmobile. And the whole thing was, you didn't expect it to be as good as it was. And that's how this bike is. You look at it and you think, yeah, that's a middleweight bike. Yeah, so what? And then once you ride it, you understand. Now, the weatherman said there was a really good chance there'd be some rain today, and that's why I wanted to get out of here as soon as I possibly could. The leaves are still falling. There's still some leaves on the trees. It's a beautiful time of year, and it is getting colder by the day. So I try to, of course, my plan is always, my master plan is always to get a ride every possible day for the exercise. And guys, thanks one and all the people that responded to the idea of using a motorcycle instead of joining the gym. That was really popular. I didn't realize it would be that popular. Anyway, back to the motorcycles. And I always want to have the bike pre-flighted, checked, chain adjusted, chain lubed, and just general walking around and make sure nothing's loose or falling off. Remember, almost all the motorcycles in my collection, they're old bikes. They've had a lot of mileage. Now, if you let somebody ride this bike, and many of my friends have, the one comment you always hear when the ride is over, an hour later, they've really gotten into it a little bit, is, Wendy, I had no idea. And during every ride, this is always the nicest part of the ride to me. You relax a little bit in between going through the gears, just cruise through these little towns without disturbing the puppies or the baby carriages. In the modern world we all share, there's a lot of things, they advertise them real well, they're a little deceptive, and you get them, and then they're not really as good as you thought they would be. But not this bike. This is better. Things like the air shock and the suspension, the engine itself, they have stood the test of time better than your father's Oldsmobile. Maybe a lot better. One of the best things in life is when you're not expecting a lot. I got this bike very inexpensively. Did a 500-hour restoration on it. I actually have two of these. One was a dedicated track bike at one time. We used it to pirate parts off for this. Now while I was doing the restoration, coming up with that custom tail section, that took a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of carbon fiber. And all of the paint jobs, I made so many sketches of the paintwork. In the end though, every time I look at this bike, I think every one of those minutes was well worth it. And the Muzzy muffler. I have had 5 or 6 different mufflers on this bike, and a track bike muffler that was super, super loud. This one is absolutely the best compromise for my riding. And the bike is relatively good on tire wear. The only issue here is you have a 16-inch front tire, 18-inch rear tire, and sometimes it can be difficult. You got to wait in line to get tires. And for the type of riding I do, the Pirelli Sport Demons seem to be the tire of choice. And it's a great day, but it's time to get back to the farm and to Karen. So this turned out to be a really, really nice day. They were predicting a little rain. Well, looks like maybe we beat the system here just a little bit. So, hey, I hope you're at an office getting paid $100 an hour and watching these videos. Hey, and if you enjoyed the video, please hit the like button, and thanks for watching.